Another replay here from Sipa, this time versus Complex Slayer, a celebrity in the multiplayer quick battles community, true hero of the quick battle ladder. We have some Fiends of Slaanesh against the Dowie with Grombrindal. You'll love to see it. Some different stuff. I mean, Slaanesh is always kind of fun because they're currently an underdog, but for the dwarves it's fun just not to see Thoric. I like the dwarves without Thoric. I'm not saying they're strong without Thoric. I meant like, I like to play him and I like to watch him more when Thoric's not around. Thoric's just a bastard. He's just a bastard-coated bastard sauce. And I demonetized the video, but that's fine. I don't care. Alright, for Slaanesh, we have 4 Disruptors, 3 of which are Chaos Furies, 1 of which is the Hellstriders of Slaanesh. Chaos Furies of Slaanesh do have nice armor-piercing values, so they're happy about that. We have a bunch of Chaos Warriors of Slaanesh, not the Whip variant for once, including the Mirror Guard. 2 Fiends of Slaanesh, the armor-piercing elite cavalry that normally just kind of sucks and dies, but there's 2 of them here, so maybe they'll get something done. Secret Chariot, strangely sucks against armored units, and a Herald of Slaanesh of Shadows with Pit of Shades as their only spell. On the other side, for the Dwarves, we do have Dwarf Warriors, Warriors of Dragonfire Past, a bunch of Minus Blast Charges, 3 Bugman's Rangers, Dragonback Slayers, Thunderers, more Bugman's Rangers, Giant Slayers, more Dwarf Warriors, and Grombrindal, the White Dwarf. So the Chaos Furies are in. 1 of the Chaos Furies is already out. 2 of the Chaos Furies are already out. And 3 of the Chaos Furies are already out. The 4th one is a summon, so we don't care where it goes. Oh, there's also a Cultist of Slaanesh. Hey there, little guy. You have a gate. Cool, you can summon a Demonette. Good for you. Slaanesh taking a pretty big loss on all those Furies. It's the way of Furies, but that is a lot of gold spent on them, and they're gone. Nice Pit of Shades hitting the Dragonback Slayers and the Bugman's Rangers. It's going to be really, really good value. Looks like it was undercast, but still. Hellstriders pushed off, but here are the Fiends and the Secret Chariots. Secret Chariots plow straight through the Ekrons Miners. Don't do much damage, but they were there. They're around. Cultist pops their Demonette summon already, and other Fiends are in the fight with Dwarf Warriors. Thankfully, no Slayers are nearby. Never mind, there's Giant Slayers right there. These Fiends might be in big trouble. They are already getting quite low. The Demonette summon plus the Secret Chariots trying to go through these Thunderers, do good damage. The Chaos Warriors are here. Can the Dwarves hold? Bugman's Rangers trying to help out. There's not a lot of armor piercing in the Dwarves' melee components that they brought with, so these Chaos Warriors might be rather tanky. Looks like we have the Tier 2 army ability Fascination is popped on the Thunderers, going to rampage them and deal some damage. Fiends continuing to squiggle around the Dwarf lines, hurt these Bugman's Rangers a bit. Demonette summon has 24 seconds left to live. 1 of the Fiends of Slaanesh is entirely gone. The Secret Chariot is at half HP. Maybe going to follow in its footsteps if that leadership falls even a little bit. Fascination is popped. Wait, no, it's Narcissism. Narcissism is popped onto Grombrindal, netting him in place so he can't come near the Fiends or the Herald, who is going to ride away. Demonette's just about to fade from their summon. Bounce power is about even as Chaos Warriors do really good work on the south side. And oh, where are the Slayers? Where are the Slayers we saw in the early game? There they are, Dragonback Slayers. I thought that the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass were the Slayers because they have the same fucking unit card thing, just an axe with a bunch of chevrons. So I thought Dragonback Slayers got stuck fighting Chaos Warriors, which would be terrible for the Slayers. Hellstriders going to chase off Thunderers while they can, stack up some of that Slaanesh army passive. Secret Chariots down to 3 models out of 4. Where did the Giant Slayers go? There they are. Giant Slayers not being on top of the Secret Chariots is a dream for those chariots. Bugman's Rangers firing over the top. Looks like they're shooting at the Secret Chariots, just trying to get them down enough to get that demonic ability to do its work. More blasting charges firing in, doing more damage to the Dwarf Warriors than is the Chaos Warriors. That is alarming. Those boys have some thick armor. We still do have an over half health Fiend running around. That's fun. Go Fiend, go. Bugman's Rangers should definitely be shooting at the Fiend, though. That would be the best use of their time, rather than shooting at the worst chariot that ever existed ever. Barely alive, the Secret Chariot is trying to get away. If demonic instability hits, it is doomed. I guess he's not shooting at the Fiends, maybe because he has 2 units of Slayers left, so he's not that worried about it. Second Chaos Fury summon is out. Dragonback Slayers will try and kill it off quickly. The Secret Chariot goes for minus blasting charges. They will rampage into it, which will guarantee that they'll try and swing at it at least. Can they get any damage? It looks like they got like 12. Not enough to start its crumbling, unfortunately, for them. Second Fury summon is gone. I'm just curious how the Seeker Chariot battle versus the Miners goes. Oh, Seeker Chariot actually won. Good for you, Seeker. So how are we doing on Chaos Warriors? Mirror Guard are very healthy. There's another quite healthy one in the distance. There's a decently healthy one here and one almost dead right there. Fiends of Slaanesh still at about half HP. And then a Hellstrider that's only useful at this point for cleaning stuff up that's already routing elsewhere. And of course, a full health Herald. A nasty coming, and it looks like the dwarves are trying to dodge. Pretty good dodge. I like the sideways slip out angle. That was overall quite good. And the overcast hurt the Herald quite a bit. Yeah, that Pit of Shades ended up doing about as much damage to each side, which is a win for the dwarves. And even Pop Grombrindal has no fear, so his dwarf warriors wouldn't rout for a while. And now Grombrindal is getting a 1v1 with the Cultists of Slaanesh, which I'm sure he's actually quite ecstatic about. Dragonback Slayer is trying to catch up to the Herald of Slaanesh. She does have the flammable and slow, so it means they caught her at least a little bit. Getting some good poke down onto her, and the dwarves take the lead on Balance of Power. In the distance, Secret Chariot still chasing some stuff over there. Fiends are very far away from the Slaanesh core. The Bugman's Rangers still regenerating up. Chillin'. Narcissism locks the Dragonback Slayers in place so they can't continue to chase the Herald. And this cultist is maybe in over his head as Grombrindal is closing in, gets a huge shot onto the cultist. Cultist days are numbered. Giant Slayers with their armor piercing trying to hit the Mirror Guard. Bugman's just trying to get some room to shoot, man. That's all they want. That's all they want to do. They just want to fire. We have other Bugman's Rangers firing at the Hellstriders that are coming straight for them. I don't know if it'll be enough, though. These other Bugmans are trying to rout. They're trying to rout the Chaos Warriors that are flanking the Bugmans, while these Bugmans try to defend themselves from the Hellstriders. But that frontal charge is going to take them out for sure. Wait, do those guys have charge defense? They do have charge defense versus large. That's kind of insane, but okay. Herald of Slaanesh is in big trouble. Currently surrounded by Bugman's Rangers, and Grombrindal's right behind her. And another Pit of Shades from her. Is it Overcast? Hard to tell, because she didn't take any damage. But in the background, the Bugman's Rangers, those Dwarf Warriors rout, and the Pit of Shades did catch a lot of models. It's doing decent damage, and that looks like an undercast to me. The Mirror Guard are dead, though, which is very concerning. Secret Chariot's about to fade away, as we've mentioned several times, but it's still technically here, so I'll keep talking about it as long as it's here. How are Chaos Warriors doing? After losing the Mirror Guard, that's really brutal. So there's one healthy Chaos Warrior left on the field. Warriors Dragonfire Pass get stuck fighting the Fiends for a bit. They got rear charged. Did not enjoy that. And the Dwarves are reforming ranks for now, as Slaanesh chases off any outliers. Bugman's Rangers have rallied in the distance. They're firing at the Chaos Warriors of Slaanesh. I'm sure they want to fire at the Fiends if they can, which will be a good use of the last moments of their life if they can fire at the Fiends. There it is. How many of you are even left? 25 out of 80. Ah, Fiends trying to dodge. And they dodged most of it. Took like 60 damage, which isn't terrible. Warriors Dragonfire Pass getting to fight to the last of their days. That Secret Chariot, man, is barely hanging to life. Locust of Grace trying to buff up all these units. And the Fiends actually just left those Bugman's Rangers to it, so those guys will have to fight Chaos Warriors till the end. Grombrindal's trying to get up here. If he has Smoke Bomb off cooldown, he could throw it on the Fiends and lower their melee defense enough to even let the Warriors Dragonfire Pass get decent damage down. Slaanesh is all falling back towards the Bugman's Rangers. Looks like they don't want anything to do with this. Mirror Guard are trying to rejoin the fight. Is that another Fascination? Yeah, it's a Fascination. Good damage onto a Bugman's Ranger. A little bit of fast forwarding as the Bugman's Rangers try to run away, waste Slaanesh's time. These other Rangers are fighting against the Mirror Guard. Miners will even charge in there. And the Fiends are out here. Nice rear charge from them. We'll take out the Bugman's Rangers. And Chariots swoop in to take out those Miners. Still, that Chariot is in the game. Dwarves are ahead on the Bounce of Power. Can't say I disagree. We still have 2 units of Slayers, though they are injured. Warriors Dragonfire Pass. And Grombrindal's like full health. Slaanesh is doing a bit of regrouping, but we're doing a bit of fast forwarding, so that's okay. And Slaanesh is waiting for those Chaos Warriors in the way distant to come back. Fiends are trying to get a cheeky charge on the Dragonback Slayers, but they aren't about to let that happen. There we go. Dragonbacks take big damage from the Fiends charge in, but what can they get back? Honestly, not a lot. Fiends are slipping away. And they've all been rallied for now. Grombrindal's going to take the fight to these Chaos Warriors with some Dwarf Warriors, so we can at least get guaranteed value as the Fiends come spinning and slice into the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. There's a big ouchie. Locus of Grace has popped to give some stuff even more stats. Is that another Fascination? It is. Rampaging the Giant Slayers. I don't think the Rampage is the important part. I think they're mostly just going for the damage. Dragonback Slayer's looking for a fight somewhere. Still, that Secret Chariot has as much damage, as much health as we saw it last. A big Pit of Shades onto all these units. The Dragonback Slayers will fight to the very end. Can they take out the Fiends or the Herald? Can they do anything? It's looking unlikely as the Dwarves are getting ground down. Bounce power is still in their favor. Grombrindal is very healthy. Slayers will fight to the very end. Secret Chariot takes a little bit of damage, and now all of a sudden its leadership tags. Is it going to demonic instability crumble? Chaos Warriors are routing. Those were the healthy ones from before. Hellstriders are routing. The Secret Chariot disintegrates, and the Fiends are even thinking about disintegrating. The Herald of Slaanesh runs away. And how are we at for Slayers? 5 Dragonbacks, 20 Giant Slayers, and 58 Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. The Cultists of Slaanesh thinking about getting involved. The Fiends will rear charge. This is it for blood and for glory. Fiends are back in. They sprint straight through the Dragonback Slayers, sending some of them flying, killing some of them, fulfilling their Slayer Oath, and the Herald of Slaanesh is in the back fighting the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. She will lose that fight. She will have a bad time unless she has a Pit of Shades in the back pocket. But she's trying to run away, so I don't think there's a Pit of Shades there. The Fiends finish off the Dragonback Slayers. They're down to 1 model. The Cult of Slaanesh is also in the fight. More Chaos Warriors are coming back. The balance power shifts a little closer to the middle. 17 Giant Slayers, 1 Dragonback Slayer. And of course, Grombrindal. Fiends kill off the last Dragonback Slayer. The Chaos Warriors of Slaanesh are marching uphill to rejoin combat against the Filthy Dwarves. Slaanesh runs away in a 14-minute long game. We're still going. Fiends trying to get a little bit of charge off. But what's going to stop Grombrindal? Another Fascination for the Rampage, but also for the damage on the Warriors of Dragonfire Pass. Giant Slayers turn around to take a fight with the Fiends, and a fight is what they will not get. They got a little bit of poke damage, and the Fiends ran away. Warriors of Dragonfire Pass just about to rout. They got deleted in an instant. Locus of Grace is popped for everybody in the area, giving them physical resistance and melee defense. Giant Slayer's down to 9 models, but Grombrindal's still here. Grombrindal is still full HP. Grombrindal's ready to fucking party. Giant Slayer's down to 6 models. Warriors of Dragonfire Pass shattered. The Giant Slayers will die. Grombrindal pops a smoke bomb, however, and the Fiends start demonic instability crumbling on their way out. With 6 out of 12 models left, they fucking die on their own, and without them, the Chaos Warriors of Slaanesh might rout. Oh, it's because of the Discouraged. I didn't realize he brought it. He brought the Rune Axe of Grombrindal. With this Discouraged debuff, it's really good against demonic units. You can get them to crumble so fast. He's pushing off the Chaos Warriors of Slaanesh. Pushes off the Cultist of Slaanesh. If he can get rid of them, then he can just focus fire the Herald down, and she'll die pretty quick. The Rune Axe of Grombrindal is on cooldown, though, so she won't get hit with that Discouraged thingy. Grombrindal continues to fight the Chaos Warriors. Herald of Slaanesh is desperately cycle charging, trying to get what damage out she can. She needs her cultists to come back. Thankfully, he does have positive leadership, so he should be coming back any moment now. Another Fascination onto Grombrindal, gonna rampage him, mostly doing it for the damage, and maybe to make him target the Chaos Warriors so the Herald can keep cycle charging. But the rampage so far has made him stand perfectly still. Never mind, he's gonna bop her ass. He doesn't give a single shit. Boom! Big hits for him. Cultist jumps in. I don't know if he even hit. I didn't see Grombrindal's health bar move, and Grombrindal just bops him in the nose, shatters him, actually just kills him flat out. It is now just the Herald. Chaos Warriors might rally, but they might be too late. 79 melee defense on her is pretty good versus Grombrindal. He's going to start missing some attacks. I don't think her leadership can hold, though. He has 3,200 HP. She only has 1,500, and he's unbreakable. So she's going to have to fight him fair and square. He gets a big chop. He gets a second one and a third. The demons die. Grombrindal is the last man standing in the entire Dwarven army. Oh, GG. GG. 2,400 on the Herald of Slaanesh. Fiends, mixed value, but I actually don't know. Are Fiends 1,300? If so, that one just paid for itself. Despite all the work it did, it just paid for itself. The other one didn't even come close. Chaos Warriors did fine. Cultists of Slaanesh honestly did well. Secret Chariot honestly did pretty well, all things considered. Didn't pay for itself, but better than I've ever seen a Secret Chariot do. Furies and Hellstriders, meh. For Complex Slayer, Grombrindal did great. Both of his Slayers did pretty darn well. Bugman's Rangers did okay. Thunderers got mostly destroyed. Miners did alright. And then Dwarf Warriors did alright. GG's.